Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I'm going to answer one of the Selenium interview questions. That is, in what situation Selenium finding element get fails? Let me answer. There are several situations because of which the Selenium automation scripts will fail in finding the elements or element. Okay. So first one is the timing issue. So if the element is, coming with a delay, okay, because of the Ajax calls or something, if the element is coming with a delay after some time, if it is coming, Selenium won't wait for that elements, okay. By default, Selenium won't wait for the elements and the scripts will fail. So let me practically show you each and every, okay, thing that may cause failure for Selenium in finding the elements. First one is timing issue. I'll show you one example. Here we have some sample Selenium automation code for opening the Chrome browser, for maximizing the browser. And here we need to open the application URL in the browser. Let me open the application URL. That is, this is application URL. Copy this URL, paste it. I'll take one example on this application URL page where you can see there is a drop down button already there. But when you click on the drop down button, the options are not coming immediately. They're coming with a delay. You see, the Flipkart option has come with a delay. So I want to click on that Flipkart option. So for clicking on the Flipkart option, first I have to click on this drop down button. I'll inspect this drop down button. And it doesn't have ID locator, name locator, but class locator is there. I'll copy this and simply write down driver dot find element by dot class name and provide the class locator and simply say dot click. This will perform the click operation. And once the click operation is done, the options are not coming by default. Okay, whatever the options that I want, Flipkart is not coming by default. I'll inspect the Flipkart option. And without waiting for this Flipkart option, it is a link text locator. You see anchor tag is there, text between the anchor tag. So without waiting for the Flipkart option, I'll simply say driver.find element by dot link text. I'll give the link text locator here and say dot click. Okay, there is a timing issue here. Okay, after you click on the drop down button, there is a timing issue. Flipkart option won't be there on the page. Okay, in time. Okay, so it will take some time for the Flipkart option to get visible on the page. And by the time, Selenium will not be able to find the Flipkart option and will fail the script. Okay, so that's what is going to happen. Just see here. I'll run this code. Right click, run as Java application. You see, it has clicked on the drop down button. Flipkart option came after a delay, but it's nothing is happening because when Selenium was finding for that Flipkart option, it was not there. So no such element exception has been occurred. Okay, this exception came because we have not waited. This is a timing issue. Okay, so how to solve this timing issue? We can go with the fixed timing mechanism from Java like thread.sleep and wait for this Flipkart option, or we can either implement implicit wait or explicit waiting mechanisms that I'm not going to demonstrate anyhow. Okay, I'm just going to show you the problems. Okay, in which cases the Selenium will not be able to find the elements because of the timing issue. Flipkart option was not found by Selenium. Okay, then incorrect locator strategy. Okay, let me remove this part and let me, you see, this is a proper locator, right? Drop button is a proper locator. If I say 1, 2, 3, okay, drop button 1, 2, 3, in that case, what will happen? Drop button 1, 2, 3 means in this case, okay, it's a wrong locator. If it is incorrect locator, then automatically the Selenium will not be able to find this, right? And it will fail. Run this. Intentionally modified this class attribute, proper correct class attribute class locator to incorrect class locator. Okay, so whatever the locator incorrect, if it is there, means Selenium will not be able to find the element with that incorrect locator. You see, it has not clicked on that button, and instead we will get an exception known as no such element exception again. Okay, so this is the reason. This incorrect locator is the reason. Okay, then what next? Then next we'll go with the dynamic content. Okay, sometimes dynamic content will cause problems. So for dynamic content, I'll go with this facebook.com page. I'll just give this URL in this script. Okay, so I'll remove this line. Now what I want to do is, without entering the email password, I would like to click on the login button like this. Okay, and you'll get this message. That's okay. So, but what the problem here is, I'll inspect this login button. just see what's happening. When I inspect the login button, this is the HTML code of the login button, and it has an ID. Copy this ID of the login button and say driver dot find element by dot ID. Provide the ID locator of the login button and simply say dot click. It looks everything is fine. Now you run the script. The script is going to fail. I'll tell you the reason after failure. Okay, Selenium will not be able to find this element. There is a reason why. Because that login button that I am trying to click is dynamic in nature in case of ID locator. Did you click on the login button? No, login button has not been clicked. Instead, what happened? You got no such element exception. What is the reason? The reason is, you see, the reason I'll tell you. Okay, now it is NE8, right? When you copied this ID locator, it's last two letters are NE8. Simply refresh the page. Okay, now is it NE8? U underscore 0 underscore 5 underscore is same, but after that NE8 is not there. What is there? PJ is there. So the ID attribute value is dynamically changing, because of which this became an incorrect incorrect or dynamic locator, because of which the script failed. Okay, Selenium was not able to find the element because of this kind of dynamic content. Okay, this is one of the example of the dynamic content. Sometimes, in when you refresh the page or when you are using the application, different things may come. Okay, at one point of time, one functionality may appear, other time another functionality, or the HTML code may change, underlying HTML code will change dynamically. We don't know. Whatever the reason may be, if something is dynamic, the scripts will fail, like the Selenium will not be able to find the elements. Then iframe. The required element is inside the iframe. Okay. So iframe example, I already tell you, like this is the example I generally take. So in real world, for example, this is your friend's house, and the friend's house, there are some rooms. Okay. These rooms are like frames. Okay. This house is like a page, the web page. On the web page, in the web page, there are some rooms. These rooms are frames. Frame 1, frame 2, frame 3, frame 4, and so on, like that. Some frames are there. So now your friend is not here somewhere, not directly in the house. Okay, or your friend is sitting somewhere here. Okay, doing some work here. Now you want to visit your friend. Now if you travel like this and go to the house of your friend, can you find your friend? No, you cannot. You'll not be able to find the friend at this page level. You have to get into this room where your friend is actually working or staying. Okay, then you will be able to meet your friend. The same thing with the iframes also. Okay, so if a particular element is inside an iframe, okay, on the page there will be some iframes like this kind of rooms. Inside the iframe, if the particular web element like a button, radio button, whatever things are there, if you want to perform the operation, you have to switch to these frames. You have to take the focus of the Selenium from the page level to this frame level, then only you will be able to perform. Otherwise, if you don't do that, if you don't switch the focus of the Selenium to this frame, then Selenium will not be able to find the element. So for this, guys, I'll take one example. I'll take this internet Heroku app. I'll take you to this page. And on this page, somewhere we have this frame related frames. Okay, frames kind of link. I'll go to the page. I'll go to the iframe. And here, what I want to do here is I want to clear this particular text, and in place of this particular text, I want to type my name. That's what I want to do. So by default, it will happen or not. Let's see. I'll just modify the URL here. And after going to that page, this iframe page, I simply want to clear this particular text first. Okay, I'll right click and inspect. And I'll take the locator and all. Okay, there is a body and here paragraph. This is the one, right? This text I want to clear. So for that, I'll create an XPath expression. This paragraph tag doesn't have a proper ID or something. So I'll just take the parent's ID and create an XPath expression using it. Copy this and simply say Control F / body. Sorry, I did some mistake. Let me do it again. Inspect. Select this and say Control F. You'll get this box. After that, just go to that paragraph, and here we have the ID. Copy this ID and here type, okay, / body square bracket @ID is equal to, give the ID of that parent element. Under the body parent element, we have the paragraph that you want to clear. Okay, like this, you have to locate the paragraph. Copy this. Now create like this. Driver dot find element. Driver dot find element by dot XPath. Give the XPath expression and create a web element first. Okay. text inbox, text inbox, okay, whatever the name you want. That is an element. Over the mouse and say create over the mouse on this text inbox and create local variable. Now simply what you have to do here is, now simply you have to say text inbox dot clear, you have to say text inbox dot clear the text. Okay, whatever that. And in place of that, text inbox dot send keys, I would like to type my name into the text box or more to like this. Okay, put a semicolon here. Let's see whether this will happen or not. This is not going to happen because we are inside a frame. Okay, this element is inside a frame. So let's wait. It will open the Chrome browser. Then maximize the browser. And after maximizing the browser, you see it's not clearing the text, nor it is entering my name. Okay, let's go to the Eclipse IDE and see. You already got no such element exception. What may be the reason? Here in this case, the reason is this particular element that you're talking about is inside a frame. Okay, it's not easy to find here. So one way to find it is right click here, somehow right click somewhere. If you are getting view page frame, reload frame options, means this element is inside frame. Another way to find it out is inspect this. We already have installed the selector sub add-on. If not, go to selector sub. Okay, selectorsub.com. After going there, just click on this selector sub. Then scroll down. Here I am using Chrome browser, so click on install for Chrome. You'll be taken to the Google Chrome store for selector sub add-on. Okay, and it's saying remove because I already have installed. In your case, add to Chrome will come and you'll get a notification like confirm kind of thing. After that, in the manage extensions, it will be there, and just select the pin option. It will be visible here. Okay, so that's the process. After that, restart the browser once to use the selector sub properly. Okay, so hoping that you understood how to install selector sub. Then way to get a selector sub. When you inspect this, okay, this element you want to locate, right? So click on this two arrows and click on selector sub. Here clearly selector sub is saying that this particular element that you are locating is inside an iframe. First you have to switch to the frame. It is saying it's giving the frame related options also. You see frame, whatever the frame that scroll up with this indication, you can scroll up to see whether this particular element, you see it's really inside a frame having some ID. First you have to switch to the frame and then do the operations. So I'm not going to give you the solution anyhow, but I just wanted to show that if a particular element is inside the frame, Selenium will not be able to find the element. Okay. So problem statements only I'm covering in this session, guys. Okay. I don't want to cover the solutions. Okay. So solutions are already covered as part of other answers for the interview questions anyhow, other interview questions. So here only different problem statements I am covering. Okay. In which cases Selenium will not be able to find the element and fails. Page structure or code changes. Okay. Page structure or code changes because of this also. So while you are working on one day, something is there, and another day something got changed. For example, I'll tell you. For example, you are automating this my.blogspot.com, and you want to click on this button, click to get alert button. You got a alert. Okay. So this is fine. Inspect this. Inspect this. You are writing the code properly. It has an ID. This particular button has an ID. Copy this ID. First, copy this URL and paste it here. And after that, I want to click on this button. So I inspected this button. It has an ID. I'll copy this ID attribute value, ID locator, and simply say driver.find element by.id. Everything is fine. No matter how many times I'll run, it will work fine. Okay. But there is a situation where Selenium will not be able to find this element. I'll show you that how. Okay. Now run this code, right click, run as Java application. It's going to pass. It will be able to click on the button and you will see the alert. If you're getting the alert on the page means, okay, we are able to locate the button properly and button has been clicked properly. Okay. Alert is coming means everything is fine. You see, you got the alert means this click to get alert button got clicked. No matter how many times you run, the script will pass only. It will not fail. This time, second time I am running, it will pass. This time also it will pass. You see, this time also it got passed. Okay, everything is fine. Everything is running smooth. But I'll show you one problem where I'll just take you to this. I have the access to this since I am the person who have developed this page and all. I have the access to how to modify all the stuff here. Okay, So what I'll do is I'll go to that back end of this particular application, and I would like to change some code there. Okay, so for that I'll go to layout, and so where is that button? Alert demo button. Click on this edit, and you see there is some script here. There's an ID alert one is there. I'll change it to 2. ID value I change it back in the background. Okay, in the back end. Okay, now save this. Now this time refresh, and after some days I didn't know that the ID value of that particular button got changed by the developers. Okay, developers will keep changing the application, right? They may do any changes to the application. This kind of changes may happen. This is one of the example of the changes. They may do a changes in a different way too. But for this change, what happens is developer, I don't have the knowledge as an automation tester. I don't have the knowledge that while I'm writing the script, I got the alert one as the ID. But developers have changed it. Okay, later due to some XYZ reasons, they changed it. I don't have that idea. Now the code was fine only, but when I run this time, this is going to fail because the ID is no more alert one in the HTML code of that particular button of the page, but rather it has changed to alert 2, because of which the button will not be clicked and you will not get any alert. And you'll get this no such element exception. This may be one of the reason, okay? So for the ongoing page structure or code changes, this kind of situations you may face, and again, you have to reinspect the elements. Okay, there is no other way. You have to inspect this and get the correct locators and again change it. Okay, I'll change it back anyhow. This is just for the demo purpose I did. So alert demo, I'll just change it back to alert 1 so that the script will work again. Okay. So this kind of changes also Selenium will not be able to find. Authentication pop-ups. Sometimes what happens is when you are running the scripts, some authentication pop-ups will come in between. So let's see whether I can explain this with an example or not. I don't know, but I'll try. I'll just go to the makemytrip.com and so you see some kind of boxes and all those things are coming. Light boxes are coming. Some kind of okay. I need to close this light box here. Okay, this kind of thing comes means I need to close this light box. So I have to inspect this light box. If they come in between and if I want to, okay, so let's not worry about them. I don't want to give a solution here. So what I want to do here is I simply want to click on this Delhi. Okay, this just this Delhi I want to click. I'll not be able to click on the Delhi. I will not be able to inspect Delhi because when I right click here, automatically this changing to the text box field. This is not the locator I want. I want a Delhi, this text to be located. Okay, so in that case, right click some in the blank area, like right click somewhere in the blank area and click on the inspect option and select Delhi. This is the way. Okay, and it has an ID. Copy this ID. I would like to click on the Delhi. So I'll write the code here. Driver.find element by.id.click. This is fine. The URL I need to change. I'll copy this URL and change. Let's see this will happen or not. Before this happens, I'll just give some red dot slip so that we can, for demo purpose, we can see how the things are happening. Okay, 5 seconds, 5000 milliseconds. That is 5 seconds. Okay, for the most add throws declaration. Okay, now run the script and see what's going to happen. Whether this that Delhi text will be clicked or not. Whether okay, that either Delhi or whatever the city that comes, that will be clicked or not under the from. Okay. So let's wait for the page to load. You got a pop-up kind of stuff. You got an light box kind of stuff. Now after 5 seconds, let's wait for 5 seconds. I think it's more than 5 seconds already. Okay, and let's see the output here. You got element click intercepted exception. Okay, you got a different exception though. This kind of exception came because Selenium is trying to click on that. Selenium is trying to click on that from city kind of name, but to the surprise, we got this kind of light box. So the solution is we have to first close the light box. Then maybe using mouse or something, you have to click somewhere here on the logo or something, and then you click it. It will work. Okay, I'm not going to give the solution, but I'm going to show you the problems where Selenium will not be able to find the elements on the screen. Okay, find the elements and it gets failed. Some kind of authentication pop-ups or light boxes kind of stuff will come in between our elements and we'll get kind of click kind of interception exceptions we'll get, and because of which Selenium will not be able to find the elements. So what is the next thing? So already authentication pop-up, click intercepted exception also covered, but I'll cover it with a different example anyhow, a simple example. So one more example I'll take. So one more thing is hidden elements. What is this hidden elements? I'll tell you. So on this page, there's a button here. You see under hidden button label, there is a button, but that is hidden button. Okay, it's not visible on the page. Inspect this label here and you can see the HTML code. You see input tag and there is a button and there is an attribute known as hidden. If you remove this hidden, the button will appear here. Okay, where is that? Hidden button got appeared here. Again, if you add the or refresh, simply refresh here. This is a temporary change, right? It is a refresh. Then again, hidden attribute came and the button got hidden. Again, if I remove this hidden button will appear. What I want to do is I want to click on this hidden button. It has an ID. Copy this ID and write the code. ID.click and simply I'll change the URL here, application URL. So if you try to click on the hidden buttons, then also you will get Selenium will not be able to find the things. Okay. They are not on the page. So let's see what is going to happen. So the button is not there. Hence you got element not interactable exception. Okay. When you try to click on a hidden button, you will get element not interactable exception. Okay. That is one of the case. Fine. So fine. That's good. So last one is click intercepted exception. Okay. Click intercepted exception. I'll give you one example. Okay. Simple example I'll give you. On the same page, guys, what I'm going to do is I want to click on this link. Normal time, you can click on the link directly. But what I'm going to do is first I want to hover the mouse on blocks. Now, this blocks menu is hiding this link. When the blocks menu is menu options are hiding this link, I would like to click on the link. Is it possible? No. Okay. You will get element click interception kind of exception. So what I'll do here is first I would like to hover the mouse on these blocks so that this menu will come in between this link. Okay. So what I have to do is actions is equal to new actions, and I would like to pass the driver here. Actions will simulate the mouse and keyboard actions. Hover the mouse on this and import this actions from Selenium library. Now say actions dot move to element and web element I have to give. What is the web element here? In this case, web element is blocks menu. Inspect that blocks menu and it has an ID. Copy this ID and create a web element out of it. Driver dot find element by dot ID. Give the ID of that blocks menu and simply say dot click. That's it. And sorry, dot click not. Put a semicolon here and create blocks menu. Blocks menu element is equal to the return type of the find element will come and add here as a declaration. Over the mouse, create local variable. You see the return type of find element is web element that got declared here. Okay. Copy this and paste it here. Move to element and simply say dot perform. Okay. Then what will happen? When I write the code like this, the mouse will hover on the blocks menu. Now what I want to do next is when the blocks menu is hovered and the blocks menu is covering this link, I would like to click on this link, okay, which is being hidden by this blocks menu. Okay, it has an ID. Copy this. Driver dot find element by dot ID. Provide the ID and say dot click. Now the script will fail. It will not be able to click on the Selenium 143 link because these options will come in between. Blocks menu options will come in between. That's the reason. Okay. You see, blocks menu option came in between and Selenium 143 link has not been clicked. Okay. And you will get element click intercepted exception because of that reason. Okay. How to overcome this? You have to get rid of these blocks. Okay. Whatever the options that are hiding this link, right? We should get rid of these options. Okay. First, once these options go away, then only you can click. That's the only solution. Okay. People keep asking me, okay, how to overcome this, click intercepted exception. And the answer is very simple, guys. Simple means whatever that is coming as an abstraction or on the way for Selenium in clicking this link, what is coming in between, that should go off. That should somehow we have to write the code so that these options will go off. Then you can perform the operation. Okay. You understood the point, right? You have to get rid of these options, okay, which are coming in between this. If you are able to write the code for getting rid of these options which are coming in between or hiding this option, once they unhide this option, then you can perform the click and you'll not get click intercepted exception. Okay. So hope guys you got the practical demonstration of different situations in which Selenium will not be able to find the elements and instead it fails because it's not finding the element. These are the several possible reasons. So that's all for this session. Thank you. Bye bye.